This is my favorite frying pan. This is my Susan chef.
And this is Jess Paul. So last week we spun the wheel on mashup. I was thinking of something when I originally wrote that category, and the first thing that I thought of was to do a mukbang, otherwise known as talk to the camera while your food gets cold. You don't have to tell me in the comments. I know I'm 7 years late to this trend. I do it on my own time, or whenever the wheel tells me to. I should have actually looked up what a mukbang was, because I've only gleaned what it is by watching other people do it. I should have read some rules somewhere or something. But basically today I'm mashing up the two categories of keto, or health and fitness, right? Is that what that category is called? And vlog. Now, I don't know what everybody thinks a vlog is. When I think of vlog, I think of two different things. I think of a travel vlog like I did last week when I was on the road to LA, if you haven't seen it. And then I think of someone just sitting and talking to the camera, which I think is very vloggy. It's very mukbang-bangy as well. Mukbang? Should have looked these things up. So let me show you my meal. Now the thing about a keto mukbang, I don't know how many people have done a legit keto version, because again, as I've gleaned from watching other people, it's supposed to be eating an extravagant amount of food, but when you're on keto, it's very hard to eat a lot of food because the fat fills you up so much. So we're gonna see how much I can get through eating this meal. So I have a lot more food on my plate than I usually do. For breakfast, I'll probably just be having an omelet, but this is my meal right now. So this is one of my fanciest omelets, one of my fanciest breakfasts, omelet Florentine. I hope that's what it's called. Should have looked it up. Which has spinach and baby bella mushrooms. I told you it was fancy. And that's a 3-egg omelet, which I usually do too, but there was exactly 3 eggs left in my carton. I don't know what I would have done with that extra one, so went in the omelet. Then we got 3 pieces of bacon and half of an avocado, because I had a killer Charlie horse this morning waking up. And avocados are like the keto banana equivalent for potassium. I really should confirm these things on the internet before I say them in videos. And then for dessert, we have this little cup of strawberries with homemade whipped cream with fake sugar. This cuteness is for YouTube presentation exclusively. Usually I'm just in the fridge eating it out of the Tupperware like an animal. And of course, if you know me, a nice coffee. Now I stopped doing that butter, MCT oil, heavy cream kind of coffee a long time ago, because we don't need those extra calories. So the talking portion of this video, it was supposed to be a Q&A, but only 2 of you sent me questions, so I made up my own questions. I developed a YouTuber tag. I know there are a lot of those out there, but I'm calling this the seasoned YouTuber tag, or the long-term YouTuber tag, or the salary YouTuber tag, the professional YouTuber tag. Basically, if you've been on the platform for a while, you'd have a really great time answering these questions. And if you know somebody who would enjoy making a video like this, send this video to them on Twitter, or I don't know how you send it to them on YouTube. Instagram, Facebook. Just tag them somehow. Send this video to them, and in the description, I'll have all the questions so those YouTubers or yourself can easily follow along and answer the questions yourself. I guess I should start eating now. This is so, when you watch a mukbang, seriously, every single time, you see the end of their bite, and then they talk. It's what are you even watching? Could you imagine if you just watch, just straight up footage of somebody eating the whole time? Oh my god, that'd be so torturous. It'd be 40 minutes long, because they have to talk. Because I usually, just wolf my stuff down in 20 minutes, or 5. I thought of these questions as I was actually making videos, and watching videos. I watch a ton of YouTube. I don't know if you know that about me, but I'm a big fan. And as for those few very, very nice fans who watched the whole video of my vlog last week and answered the questions, oh, I can't talk with my mouth open. I'll answer your questions at the end. And thank you. Thank you most of all. So the first question on my YouTube tag is, what is the biggest thing about your on-screen persona that is most unlike in real life? Now, I was just reading these questions again after writing them, I don't know, a couple months ago, and I feel that I must have had an answer to that for myself when I had written it, and I don't remember what it is. It might be that I talk a lot faster on camera, because I don't think that anybody on the internet has the attention span that they should have, including myself. I most of the time when I'm watching YouTube, speed it to like at least 1.5% or 1.25%. I just don't do that with my videos. I need the watch hours, please. But yeah, I talk really fast, and everything that you're hearing for the most part, not really in this vlog because I'm just kind of chatting, but when I'm doing one of my informational videos, I say lines like 5 times each, and then I have to scrub through all that mess, and I don't do that in real life. I just keep talking. I'm pretty similar to the way I am in real life. Like, I'd say things that I would say. I probably try to be a lot funnier on camera than in real life. I also try to be funny in real life. I always want attention. Number 2. What other YouTuber would be your dream collab? I should really get more acquainted with kind of like smaller channels, but I haven't found a whole lot. A couple, but not a whole lot. But I think one of my favorite YouTubers that actually kind of inspired me to get back into YouTube was Gabby Hanna, The Gabby Show. Oh my god. How am I gonna... Oh, napkins. Thank god you were here. I really loved her very stripped down content. I actually even like her vlogs even more than some of her like main content because I feel like we're a lot alike and I just like to hear her talk. And I don't know what a This Is Just Paul and The Gabby Show collab would look like because, well, for one thing, I don't really see her ever do any collabs these days. And we're both just very like individual centric shows. So maybe us just like talking to each other on camera. If we were friends, Gabby, can we be friends? What video of yours do you think deserves so much more attention than it got? The answer I've been saying to that question for a long time, a question that nobody's asking, is probably my makeup bag declutter video, hangover edition. I actually made it a legitimate day after heavy drinking. Is there a cat under the table? Hi, Punk. Better not step on any of those wires. Hi. I was legitimately hungover, and I had meant to make the video, but I was just in that current state of mind to do it, and I think it came out really entertaining. It was like an hour and 40 of footage that I had to twiddle down to like, what is that? I don't know, 10 minutes? Less? Something like that. And, oh my god, I still have so much food here. It was so off the cuff. It was so random because I didn't know what I was going to pull out of that bag. I hadn't looked in that bag in a little while. So, it was funny to me. I watched that video back a lot. Link down below.
You can't have my food. I'll give you a pet though.
I'd love to hear what other people say to this. Number 4. What do you predict your first or next apology video could be about? Listen, I believe that if anything in this world is going to get me canceled or bring me down, it's going to be my own mouth. Because I've realized over an amount of time that I'm a very honest person, to a fault. I'm gonna get in trouble for telling people the truth, or at least what I think is the truth, because truth is subjective anymore, isn't it? If I don't upload a video one week, you know where I am. Probably murdered. Number 5, if you could break into a different niche or category on YouTube than you're already in, which one would it be? Well, since This Is Just Paul has like at least 6 categories to it, I actually do all the niches that I like to do, so this will be more for other people. Oh, no, I know one that I don't do. Paranormal and ghost stuff, because I love that. Well, actually, I do that on YouTube. I storytell on Grim Scary Tales. Also, link in the description. There's nothing that I want to do that I don't already do. Number 6, how many times on average do you watch your video after you've uploaded it? I don't know why I make questions that just strictly out myself. I watch it at least 10 times, like after it's uploaded. I always call it in my head, to no one, of course, a quality check. I just keep watching it to make sure like it kind of fits in, because I'm always on my social media like checking my numbers, checking, you know, how well something's doing. So I do the same with the video, and then I'm like, I guess I'll just sit here and watch it. Number 7, What was the most exciting milestone your channel has ever achieved? Actually, my channel is pretty new, so what do you think about Rec Radio? I mean, I got partnership on Rec Radio. I got to do all my interviews. That was pretty cool. I always do think that that was like one of the coolest things that having a popular channel allowed me to do. Although, I didn't have to even have to have a really popular channel when I interviewed my favorite band, Third Eye Blind. That was like my first interview, and I don't even know how I got that job. You know what? I think the coolest milestone is just the long-term dedicated fan base that I achieved, that I gained over the years, because there's only a few of you guys. You know who you are. But I'm constantly astounded to see some of my longest watching viewers continuing to share my content, continuing to like it and follow my pages. Like, it astounds me. And thank you guys. You know who you are. If you've been here since Rec Radio, I watch you, I see you, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it every time you do something like that. Number 8. What's one thing you would change about YouTube if you could? I mean, this whole censorship for advertising purposes is really annoying. I don't even have monetization yet, and I'm really dreading it. My omelet's so cold already. Besides that, I'd really like to see some more uniqueness. There are a lot of people that I watch for a very similar reason, and I find them for a very similar reason because I watch certain things, and they are attached to those videos because, you know, tags and similar titles and similar content. But I'd be more excited to see a lot more uniqueness, and it's probably out there and I probably just haven't seen it. So if you guys want to comment below one of the most unique YouTubers, like a YouTuber that is doing something that nobody else is doing, I'd like to check it out. There's something that I don't really care to watch, like gaming stuff. Like I don't know anything about gaming or like stuff about cars. What? Cars? But I'd love to see some people doing some really different things on the platform. I wonder if I'd be one of those. I mean, nobody has a game show wheel that I know of. And number 9, the last one, because I couldn't think of 10. What's your favorite thing about your own community or fan base? It's gotta be the positivity. I know that as a YouTuber gets bigger, I watch this happen to myself and other people, the more popular they get, the more the general public is accessible to them, or they are accessible to the general public, and random people will be coming onto their videos and leaving a lot of hate, and they'll have haters. But when you're just starting out and your video's not getting a whole lot of circulation, you really see the value in the people that were there from the beginning. Like, you guys are the people that are going to be here from the beginning. And I rarely, like almost never, get like a super negative comment on these videos. I used to get a nice little sprinkling of them every time I would do a Rec Radio video because, again, I was becoming a more popular channel. And it doesn't really faze me when somebody leaves like crude comments. Like, I have the toughest skin that I know of. But yeah, I mean, the encouragement that comes from you guys, you avocados, is amazing. Oh my god, there's so much food. Coffee in my eggs, coffee in my eggs. And now, here are the questions from you guys. All 2 of them. Question from Interactus. What made you think of donuts as your art expressions, and do you do lots of other arts and crafts? Glad you asked, Interactus, because I love to answer this question. So, my donuts started when I was sitting in my room with my sister. This is like the official story. I had just done this painting. I had done this painting of this cat and this donut. I love this painting. I love the content of this painting. I love the concept. It was the combination of just 2 things that not only I, but like the general population love. Like, people love both cats and donuts. How could you not? And in order to promote this painting, I wanted to make some kind of accessory that would go with it. I don't really even know how that makes sense, but I did it. And my sister was sitting on my bed, and she's like, and she she picks up this pillow that I had. It was like from a carnival. It was from Kennywood or something. And it was a giant donut because donuts, again, were really in this year. And she puts it on her head and she goes, "Why don't you make a donut crown?" And I'm like, it's not a bad idea. We had all this felt, all these leftover art supplies from my mom just like hoarding this stuff. So thanks, Mom, for hoarding stuff because this is how I made my donut crowns. It was like paint and beads and felt and stuffing. And so I made this really shitty version of what I make now. And basically, yeah, they took off and end of story. I do make lots of other arts and crafts. I actually don't do it that much anymore. Make a lot of paintings, drawings. I do sell those on my site, but they're not as popular, so. Rafa92 asks, what do you think of today's music industry? Do you think that rock music is dying? I do have an opinion about this. Every 20 years, 30 years, the previous generation, or even like 5 years, music just turns hands so quickly. People that used to love a certain type of music now look at today's music as lesser because of nostalgia purposes. You love the music that you tied memories to and tied your childhood or your teenhood or the best moments of your life. You love it so much and it's so important to you that a lot of the stuff, especially on mainstream, seems really secondary. But if you really do think about it, was the music you liked on Top 40, or was it a little bit more indie? Like, was it a little bit more niche? So, comparing today's Top 40 with alternative stuff that you found in your youth is a little skewed to begin with. But also, there are many different places now. I'm a Spotify whore, and I listen to this playlist that they make for everybody, which I'm pretty convinced is just kind of an indie top 40 that they're not telling us that, people are paying into. But it handpicks music for you as it sources your general bands and style that you usually listen to on your profile. Bands are out there. You just haven't found the new ones that you are able to wrap your head around and say this is as good as the nostalgic feelings you used to have about these old bands. Do you remember when Fall Out Boy and Panic! At the Disco and My Chemical Romance were the new thing? Like, they were the new annoying thing to people. Nobody liked them. Now they're freaking, sliding into classic rock. Wow. Now it's time to spin the wheel! Even though I didn't finish my food. Is that part of it? Are you supposed to, finish your food at the end of a mukbang? I don't know if it's gonna happen. Oh, I'm already right side up. That's different. Comment down below on if you would like to do this YouTuber tag, or if you know another YouTuber that would like to do this YouTuber tag, but also tag them, because I don't think writing their name in the comments would actually get it to them. Okay, put up a vintage. I only have about one video idea left of this, and then we're gonna get rid of that. So yeah, let's finish up pin up and vintage category. Man, turning over these categories like turning over an egg in a frying pan. Alright guys, that is the end of the episode. I never finished this meal. Have a great week. Bonus video is probably going to be an update video on my most watched video in the series so far. Things have been going down. So, watch I don't know, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday for that, because my bonus video doesn't have a specific day, because I can do whatever I want, because it's my channel. I can't eat the rest of this. But I will eat this. Not this. This. Should I save this? Is that worth saving? I don't waste food ever. That's the extra egg. The extra egg that I never eat. It's right there. Alright guys, have a good week, and see you next time. Done.